place.
You want to retire, right? And you're
But that is financially, not mentally. Meaning, like the reason I want to, like,
you say at 40 you don't want to work anymore.
No. So let me give you what my plan is at 40, so that you understand. If we broadenize it, like we make it broad and say I want to retire at 40, then that's a very broad statement saying I want to do nothing at 40. I want to go on a boat, hang out, and do whatever I want. And it's not true. I've basically taken 20 years of my life to build multiple systems, which you work within, right? Like you've seen different companies, how they run, etc. So these companies are meant to basically carry on two basic peer purposes. The first one is to become a hub for other creative minds to come together and drive, their lives forward, right? The second one, with the best talent coming in the creativity, there's a higher valuation to my business, right? So my business is almost building my equity in my business. Mm-hmm. The third one is that it's an incredible cash flow opportunity. Like there's a huge amount of financial freedom in what I do, right? Like so there's a lot of money in very small tasks. Like meaning like someone calls me and goes, I want to buy this. I go, no problem. I'll connect you with so-and-so. I made 20, 30 G's in one phone call that lasted less than 8 minutes, So can I keep doing that forever? Meaning, sure, I don't see why that's difficult, right? Like that's a pretty simple task. And it's become easier and easier and easier the more I do it, because the better I am, the less people show resistance towards the purchase, right? They're like, hey, I trust you, been good, I know where to go, so you're good. Like if you say it's good, I'm good. Now, the angle that you need to understand, the reason I built all this is not so I could retire on a boat and not do anything, but it's rather so that I can take all the 20 years of work, end it at 40, and spend the rest of my life focused on what I am most passionate about, which is helping other humans evolve. Though, how do I do that? Well, I do this through my books, I do this through teaching, and it's not necessarily tied to money. People, when I started Secret Entourage, said, well, you're saying you don't do it for the money, but you charge for your course. Okay, I did. The business needed to have foundational footing to be able to give birth to the companies that I have today. A business cannot progress without revenue. Right. But people ask, well, why do you only charge $100? Because my vow at the time was to make education, entrepreneurial education, affordable. And my job was, listen, this is an alternative to going to school. Maybe you can't afford to, maybe you don't want to. It still shouldn't stop you from learning,
Yeah.